between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse. The Canes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will get first crack at it today. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And, David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. He's at the 40, the 20, and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Canes.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his big tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the Noles will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So Miami's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. The short hands, it's Gilbert. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as he gets a hand on it, it's blocked. Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Noles will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hurricanes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Now they'll run the draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the... And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Miami. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on the money. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's caught. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. Zips it out to his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They'll go back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On target to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air on second down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Noles will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Carr. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed over the middle, it's Richardson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Going right to work up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To the ground with the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
And the Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. When you play backer in Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Barnes. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. Open space at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
So now on comes the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll operate out of split backs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. Gets it out fast. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Man, you go from perfect position of strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to, man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Trying to barge in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. Looking for a little juice and energy with a field goal. They'll get it, guys. You're still down by 16.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this all
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Canes in the hurry-up.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it! Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll off one deep down the left side. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 in.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. The Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. Touchdown Seminoles. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Now that's a throw and a pocket presence that will have scouts buzzing about this dude.
That's exactly what coaches talk about when they talk about pocket presence. Hanging in there, understanding I'm about to get hit, but I need to make this play down the field and give my receiver a chance. Unbelievable effort.
How about this? These guys are going for two. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Jumped on top of the pile. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.